As we enter the new year, there's a few reasons to be optimistic that relations will improve between the two Koreas. And here to discuss the situation on the Korean peninsula is Bill Marcus. Bill is a Fox News journalist who keeps a close eye on Korea from his base in Shanghai, China. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Don.
Bill, both North and South Korea seem to be signaling that they want an easing of tensions. Are there some signs that you see that tensions will in fact ease?
Yes, Don. Both sides are talking about an atmosphere of dialogue and cooperation. The North on New Year's Day and President Lee Myung-bak made the same allusion to dialogue and keeping the door open today when he made remarks to the country in a nationwide speech.
South Korea's president is saying that expanding economic ties is a possibility. Is that likely in this climate?
Always likely. The business of South Korea is business. The Kaesong plant, which is right over the border, has been operating even through these tense times. There's 120 South Korean firms that employ 44,000 North Korean workers, and that's a symbol of détente that continues. Yes, the answer is a simple yes.
Do both North and South Korea benefit if they expand those ties?
Yes. The North Korea desperately needs material goods. They need fertilizer. They need food. South Korea is a fast-growing export market, and they benefit from having the market of 24 million North Koreans.
Bill, obviously North Korea's nuclear program remains one of the biggest issues that the region is facing. There's also speculation in the West that the North will test a nuclear device. Is that likely to happen?
That report's out there. There's satellite photos, which are open source, that show construction of a tunnel that would be a pit, so to speak, that would be necessary for testing sometime after early March. So yes, March, April, May. That's a distinct possibility that the North wants to do that.
There's also some activity on the diplomatic front. The U.S. is sending a high-level diplomatic mission to the region. Is that a sign that there might be a resumption of the six-party talks?
Whether or not there'll be six-party talks is anybody's guess. Stephen Bosworth is on his way to Seoul today. From there, he'll go to Tokyo and Beijing. He's been shuttling about. He started in November after a long absence. So that means something. We never quite know what's going on behind the scenes. But even of more significance is the summit in Washington between China's President Hu Jintao and the United States President Barack Obama, because North Korea will be on the table, as will all Sino-U.S. relations. And my sources tell me that that's really why things are cooling down or getting warmer, as the case may be, whatever metaphor we use, for things getting a little easier on the peninsula.
Bill Marcus. Bill is a Fox News journalist, and he's keeping a close eye on the Korean situation from his base in Shanghai, China. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Don.